Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to Say You Think You're Iconic, the podcast where, because of various circumstances, we missed an episode. Oh well. Uh,
Yeah.
it happens.
It happens. It doesn't happen often, but it does.
Yeah. How was your week, Kelly?
It was okay. I just got back from vacation. So I was riding that train. I came home Tuesday and then I had to go to work on Wednesday, which uh, yay.
Look at her not
Um,
scheduling
but
extra
it was
time.
yeah. It was okay though. We got through it. My sleep schedule's kind of messed up right now. But that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, as you can tell, I'm very jealous.
Yes. Oh, yes. I went to Hawaii, by the way.
Mhm.
And I made sure to not rub Jordan's face in it, but I made sure just to do it a little bit. Only because he's going in January,
Yeah.
and that's when I'll be
So
jealous.
So I
So
can't be too mad because like I'm
yeah,
literally
yeah,
going
he
in like
literally can't
a
be
month
mad
and a
at
half.
it. It's the time in between though that you have to get through to get there.
Well, as for me, I'm gonna talk about what happened 2 weeks ago. I went to Outsidelands. Got to see some great performers.
Yes.
That was fun. That was super fun. But I'm probably never gonna go again.
Why?
Um I'm an old person by heart. Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
am. I am. I don't like to be out past like 8:30. Really don't.
I feel that.
Um, so yeah, it would hit like 8 o'clock and I'm like, I want to go home. What else happened? It's super expensive.
Yeah, it
I paid
is.
$11 for a slice of pizza. The drinks were like minimum $14. They were selling $5 waters. I don't want to do that again. And then you couldn't leave. And so, like, if you went there, you had to stay there until you were ready to go home
Really?
because you can't come back in.
Oh,
And I think that's why they charge so much for fucking everything. They're like, either stay here and pay this money for this food, or you can't come back.
yeah,
It
I
was
can see that.
it was annoying. Yeah, and then there was nowhere to sit at all.
Mm,
I was just standing for hours.
yikes.
Yeah, there were people smoking everywhere, like
Oof.
all everywhere. It was awful. Yeah. So great experience. Won't be doing that again.
But hey, you did it.
I did it, and I did it on a Halloween weekend, and
Yes, you did.
got had work the next day. Mm, that was a mistake, but
Mm,
it's over. I got through that week.
it is over.
It's over. Oh yeah, I don't have a job anymore.
Yeah, by the way. A lot's happened in these 2 weeks,
Yeah, I quit my job.
which good for her.
Great choice, I must say. Like my level of anxiety has gone down to zero. Like
Good for
I
you.
never been happier. But yeah, I had a great Halloween. I was a Slytherin.
You were, weren't you?
Yeah. And it was great because I was wearing like 3 layers. So like when the sun went down in San Francisco, I was warm.
Oof. Yep. Yeah, you're ready.
And then I also bought a $65 hoodie.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm,
Yikes. I
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta do it, I guess.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
Oh, also, I have to tell this story on here. Have to. The second night of Outside Lands, we had just seen Lizzo. Yeah.
which I'm so jealous of.
We just seen
Good for
Lizzo.
you.
It was great. And so we were on the shuttle to go to Bart. And we got on our shuttle and the man started driving, and like
Oh yeah.
in the pit of my stomach, I was like, this man is going to hit a car. But like I didn't say anything. I was like, I'm probably just overthinking.
Mm-hmm.
He hit a car. He hit a car.
Yes, he did.
He hit a car, and that poor girl, she didn't know what to do. Like literally I started clowning on her, and I shouldn't have. Like it was probably a very stressful situation because he swiped the side of her car. Tell me why this girl checked her engine. I was like, why are you checking your engine?
you, you know, it could have affected the engine somehow.
And like I thought it was so dumb that I said it out loud and didn't realize I said it out loud. And then like 20 people started laughing. I was like, I was like, what's going on here?
That's how you know it's bad. When you
Yeah.
say it and then other people are like, oh wait, you right.
It was a mess. I was like, of course I would be on the shuttle that hits a car.
Yeah.
Just of course. And then the last night of Outsidelands, like our entire group split up. Like me, I went to go see Kaylani. Another group went to go see Tame Impala,
Oh, Tame Impala.
and then they thought Tame Impala was boring, so they went to go see J Balvin. So great Kaylani performance. Did I stay there for the entire performance? No. Like 8:45 hit, and I was like, I want to go to bed. And so I had to say good night to Kaylani, and I marched my little butt over to the shuttles and went home. Still didn't get home till like 11.
Jordan's like, it's my bedtime.
It was my bedtime. I needed
It's
to
my bedtime.
go. I was tired. I had been walking for like 6 miles a day for 3 days straight without sitting down. I
Yikes.
needed to go home.
Yeah.
I had my last week of work that week. Like I was mentally checked out. I was physically checked out. I needed to go. So yeah, it was fun, I guess. Got some good stories. But yeah, that's it for me. So Kelly, are you ready to talk about Booksmart?
Yes, I am. I
Okay.
so am.
Okay. So our movie starts off with a girl named Molly, and she's listening to a self-help tape. That was a tongue twister.
Yes, it was.
That tells her fuck everyone who has ever doubted her, pretty much.
Basically.
Molly's best friend Amy then drives to pick up Molly, and they hype each other up and dance in the street.
I love that for them.
Love that for them. Find you a friend that's going to hype you up.
Yes.
They get
Any and all times.
at all times, even in very inappropriate times.
Yes.
So they get to school and everyone is acting wild because it's the last day of school. They go to the principal, and Molly wants to go over the budget for next year's student body government, and he's like, why?
Right.
He's like, please leave. He's like, it's the last day of school, please leave me alone. And then to like get her to leave, he's like, go talk to your vice president about it. Her vice president's name is Nick, and he's a popular boy, and she
Mm-hmm.
hates him.
Yes. Basically.
And so they go to visit one of their favorite teachers, and she's sad to see them go and gives them her phone number. She's like, you guys want to miss you. Like, let's exchange phone numbers. Teachers should never give their students their phone
Yeah.
numbers. That's
Yeah, give
weird.
him your Facebook. That's
Yeah.
about it. That's the only thing I would ever accept from a teacher would
The
be
only reason I have one of my high
Facebook.
school teachers' phone numbers is because we went on a trip in a different state.
Yeah.
That's the only
Same.
reason.
Yeah.
And then I never used it.
Yeah.
And I never will use
Oh
it.
no, wait. I had a few of my college professors' phone numbers.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the ones that I mostly had were like connected to work. So I had the professor that I TA'd for, I had her number. And then I had my boss's number. And then I had the department head's phone number because sometimes I'd work for her as well. Oh, and I had my vocal teachers. Yeah, so yeah.
I did not
But
have
I love them.
did not have a single one of my teachers' phone numbers. I love that for me. We kept it strictly professional. And so a random boy named Jared, who everyone seems to hate for some reason.
Jared.
He comes into the classroom and he drops off a gift for the teacher, Mrs. Fine. Or Miss Fine?
Miss Fine.
Miss Fine. Why'd I write Mrs.? She is definitely not married.
Yeah, she's very much single.
She's very single. When he leaves, two boys named Alan and George make an announcement about the drama department's summer program, Shakespeare in the Parking Lot. That's what they called it.
Also, I love not Alan, the other guy. George. He acted exactly like how people who like go study abroad or whatever.
In Barcelona.
Yeah, Barcelona. Like any opportunity to bring up the fact that they went to study abroad or they did a program abroad, they will bring it up and they'll adopt the accent of wherever they went.
Yeah. And so George, the Barcelona performee, will be directing Shakespeare in the Parking Lot, and Alan will be starring pending auditions. When George gives a flyer to Amy, she says it sounds like fun, but she's going to be in Botswana hoping women learn how to make their own sanitary products. Weird, but okay. And Molly states that she will be working all summer, but mostly just doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I wouldn't.
At least she's honest about it,
right? She's like, I don't want to do that shit, and honestly, same.
Right. Like Amy had like an excuse, and I was high key expecting Molly to be like giving just a really bad excuse, but she's all like, I'll be working, but I just really don't want to go.
Yeah, and that's valid.
And good for her.
At lunch, valid. Molly tries to talk to Nick about the budget, but he does not care because who the fuck would? While Molly is complaining about him, Amy is staring at a girl named Ryan. So Molly tells her, just go talk to her. Amy talks
something to LGBT just happened to her.
Something LGBT definitely just happened. Amy talks to Ryan and gets invited to a party, but is too nervous to talk about anything, so Ryan just leaves.
Yeah, that was so awkward. I did not like that.
Very awkward. I get secondhand embarrassment very easily, and
same.
Ugh.
Yeah, I literally had to walk away from my computer. I couldn't watch it. I had to listen to it, but I just couldn't watch it unfold.
And then Molly hypes Amy up and tells her that if things don't work out with Ryan, it's fine because she will meet plenty of girls when they go to Columbia together. When they meet we then meet the true star of the movie.
Yes,
Gigi.
I love her.
She is amazing. She is an outlandish rich girl who goes everywhere with Jared, and in this scene, she has him driving across campus while she hangs out the window.
Door-to-door service, baby.
She then gets tired and decides to take a nap on top of the car. We also learn that there is a rumor that Jared's father got him a sex worker for his 14th birthday. Weird rumor.
Very weird.
How come in these white movies there's always a very weird sex rumor going around?
Yeah, what is that?
Very weird. And so Molly goes to the bathroom in the men's restroom because fuck gendered restrooms, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Good for her.
She went in there. And she overhears some boys and a girl named, what was her name?
Oh, I can't tell you. I wanted
was
the
it
only
Triple
name
A? Triple A. I watched this movie 2 weeks ago, guys.
But that's like the bad name for her, isn't it? Like Aubrey or something like that? Like
yeah, I think her name is Aubrey. but for
Yeah.
now we don't know that, so I'm gonna call her
Yeah.
AAA.
So yeah, sorry, AAA. Spoiler.
Yeah, and they're playing like fuck, marry, kill, and they kill her and then start talking shit about her. And so, unlike Sydney and Scream, she doesn't just sit there and listen to it. Like she comes out and
Right.
confronts them.
Good for her.
Good for her. Molly then tells them that she doesn't care what they say because she's going to be successful while they stay in the same town and, like, I don't know, work at Burger King or whatever demeaning thing she says to them. They then burst her bubble very hard, and they all reveal that although they had fun in high school, they're also going to prestigious schools like Stanford. One of them is going to be working at Google, and Triple A is also going to Yale. Is that where?
Yeah.
She's going Yale. She's going to Yale. And so Molly's pretty sad about that.
Oh yeah, her world has like gone off its axis.
Right? She's like, wait, you can have fun and still be successful? Like, what?
No way.
And so yeah, her brain like melts and she begins to ask everyone where they're going to school. And seemingly every single person in this school is going to a prestigious school.
Yeah.
It's very weird. Usually
it's not realistic.
Usually schools will be lucky to have like 2 students going to a prestigious school. Seemingly every single person at this school is going to a prestigious school.
Yeah, they're going to Georgetown,
Yale, Stanford's, Brown. Like Gigi was upset because she got into Brown. She was like, that was like my third choice. I'm so ashamed. And I was like, girl.
I'm like, bro, shut up.
And so yeah. So now Molly's really like just freaking the fuck out.
Oh yeah.
And then she just stands there and gets hit in the face with a water balloon for some reason. Like someone's just throwing around water balloons in the hallway. And she gets hit in the face.
They go insane because I guess the day's over. And so
even though I thought they were just eating lunch, which is
half day. I don't know, but like streamers come out of nowhere, water balloons.
Yeah, they go all out. At our school, we just left early and went to go watch a movie our last day.
We really did, though.
After school, Molly complains about the fact that they wasted their high school years only focusing on studying. So they decided that night they're going to go to Nick's party because they've never done anything before. So they want to go out on a high note, I guess.
Yeah.
Amy doesn't want to, but Molly talks her into it. And we get a glorious scene of them complimenting each other and preparing for the night while they watch like self-defense videos. They get dressed. Amy confesses that she uses a stuffed panda to masturbate. Very awkward scene.
Bro, that was so funny though.
And like to make Amy feel better, Molly tells her about the time she used an electric toothbrush and gave herself a UTI. Why did she use a used toothbrush?
I honestly don't know.
That's so fucking dumb.
Like I thought she was smart.
Yeah, I thought she was smart.
Like don't use an old toothbrush, okay? That's just
that's disgusting.
No, yeah, that's not it.
I'm surprised you only got a UTI.
Right.
And so Amy and Molly tell Amy's parents that they are staying at Molly's house for the night. And so Amy's parents think that Amy and Molly are dating, and so they think they're going to have sex, and Molly plays into it.
See, I don't think I would ever be comfortable enough with my best friend's parents to ever do something like that.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
No.
No. I mean, I know some people are like that, but like, that's that's just weird to me.
Yeah, I'd be too afraid that they'd tell my parents, and then my parents would think that I was having sex, and that would just kill me to my core.
Yeah, I'd have to immediately move out.
Would never be able to look them in the eyes ever again.
No, never again. Never again.
Yeah, let's move off this topic.
Yes, please.
And so they can't find the address to Nick's house, so they just sit on the sidewalk and watch videos from the party. But Molly knows someone, or she thinks she knows
She thinks she
someone
knows someone.
who will know where the party is, and she calls Jared. While driving to the party, Gigi calls Jared and tells him that she needs her tin of special things, which Molly finds in the back and opens it, and it's cocaine. So Amy's like ready to leave, which honestly, same. I would have been like, oh
Yeah.
no, it's time to go.
Yeah.
It's drop me off right here. I'll call an
Yeah.
Uber.
Yeah. Because I'm not messing with drugs.
Oh no. No. And so
Thank you.
Molly talks to Amy and she in Mandarin for some like they know fluent Mandarin and they talk to each other in Mandarin
Yeah.
so that Jared doesn't understand what they're saying.
Yeah. I love how they're like, yeah, do you speak Spanish? And he's all like, I don't think he even responds in Spanish. But then they start
Yeah.
talking in Mandarin. Like, who on the average planet learns Mandarin?
Right. Do schools teach Mandarin?
Right. Isn't that like a special school kind of thing? Like a
I
private school
thought
kind of thing?
I thought schools only taught like public schools only taught like like Spanish and then if you're lucky French. Like
French.
I've never heard of a school teaching Mandarin.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, and so Molly like talks to Amy and like tries to calm her down. And like before they know it, the car stops and the cocaine blows all over the back seat. They freak out because they think they've just inhaled cocaine, but Jared tells them that Gigi just likes to crush up and snort her vitamins, which is almost weirder than her having cocaine to me.
Yeah. I'd be more concerned if it was vitamins because I feel like a specific way to take a vitamin.
It's weird. It's weird. And so instead of taking them to the next party, Jared takes them to his yacht party. And when they go inside, no one is there. Jared has spent an obscene amount of money on this party and is giving out gift bags with iPads in them. But the only person there is Gigi.
I felt so bad.
I felt very bad.
Yeah. Also, I would like to take a gift bag.
Same. Also, do you know how lame you have to be to throw a party like this and no one even comes just for the gifts?
Right.
Yeah, I would have went. But like I'm low-key a terrible person. So did I in the fifth grade, go to a girl's birthday party only because she was rich? Yes. Yes, I did. But
Yes.
Things happen.
Eh,
We
yeah, it
were
does.
we were sort of friends. We talked. She invited
Yeah.
me. So
Right.
it would be rude not to go.
Right. Exactly.
Exactly. Did I get to meet Too Short? Yes. Did he give me a
Yes.
signed album? Yes. Did we ride in a stretch Hummer limo? Yes. Did we ah, it was fun. So
Yes. Moral of the story, it was great. I'm glad I went.
I'm glad I went and could grace her with my presence. Like, yeah. And so Gigi then like force feeds them strawberries. And it's generally just acting weird and then drags Amy upstairs to dance even though they're already on the dance floor.
Yeah.
She's like, let's
was weird.
dance, and then leaves like where the DJ and stuff is and goes to the top deck of the yacht.
She's like, I need a bigger stage.
I need a bigger stage. I need open air. You know, in case like a helicopter comes down and shines light on me. Like I need it all.
Of course. Yes.
And so Molly tells Jarrett that he can't just spend money to get people to like him and that he's trying too hard. When he brings up that she tries hard at everything, she's like, you know what? you caught me, and just walks away.
Right.
Upstairs, Amy tells Gigi about how she doesn't like weed when she's offered it because it makes her paranoid, and Gigi says she completely agrees because when she first got high, she thought she was having sex in a park, but was actually in a graveyard, and now her eggs are haunted by ghosts. Oh, a lot,
Um,
lot to unpack there.
yeah. You know what though? I feel like that would just scar me for life.
Yeah,
Like, thinking you're having sex in a park and then like you come to and you're actually
in
in the
a
middle
grave.
of a cemetery.
Yeah, that's
No,
weird. No, no, no,
absolutely
no,
not. Whoever took you there, never speak to them again.
never. And then suddenly one of the workers comes out and tells Gigi that she can't smoke on the boat. And then she freaks out because she thinks the worker is insulting Amy, her best friend, and threatens to fight him before jumping off the boat. And so Amy and Molly just leave. They're like, I can't do this.
Yeah, she's like, there's too much crazy on this boat, so I'm done.
I'm done. Amy finally wants to go home. Like, she really wants to go home now. And
Yeah,
she's like, let's go. But Molly calls Malala. What was it? This, like I said, I watched this movie 2 weeks ago. Malala?
Malala.
Malala. Yes. It's like their get out of jail free card or something, or like you
Basically, it's like, um, no questions asked. Do this with me.
do this with me. And so Amy's like, whatever. And so their lift, they call a lift, and it shows up, and the driver is their vice principal. On the car ride, he tells them about his book he is writing about a female
Mm,
pregnant detective that
so dumb.
fetus will kick when she gets close to solving a case.
Yeah, I I don't know.
I had to pause my TV. That was the most ridiculous sentence I had ever heard in my entire life. And then I had to write it down. And it made me laugh even more.
Yeah, that this whole scene with this guy is incredible.
It's insane because that's
Yeah,
not even the weirdest part
it
that
isn't.
happens.
It isn't. I feel like at one point, if I was ever in this lift, I would have gotten out.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
And
even have told them to stop. I would have been like, you know what? Stop, up and roll, do whatever, tuck and roll.
and so I don't know, I don't remember how this happens, but Molly then like randomly starts playing porn on her phone
Yeah, I don't
because
understand why they were watching it.
Amy has never seen porn before.
Oh,
And then so
yeah. You didn't have to watch it in there.
they did not need to watch it in this man's car. That's
No.
a private thing you do, like in a
Yeah.
room by yourself.
Yeah.
Principal Brown notices that they have headphones on and he has CarPlay. So he's like, here, just plug it into here. You can listen to your music.
No.
Um, and then he plugs it in. All you hear is suction noises, moaning, and a woman saying that's hot. Principal Brown thinks they're listening to Cardi B.
Yeah.
He's like, is that Cardi B? Oh goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, he really reaching for straws there.
Really,
Yeah.
he was like, I know what this is, but I can't.
Yeah,
I
I
can't.
cannot right now.
And so they get to a house that Alan gave them the address to, and it's a murder mystery party that he and George are throwing. George gives them characters, and they walk into a room, and Gigi is in there crying over a fake dead body. Gigi tells them that she knows where the party, Nick's party, is, and tells them that it's at his aunt's house. And they're like, we fucking know
We
it's at
knew
his aunt's
that.
house. And so they get upset, but Gigi gets confused because the strawberries should have hit them by now. She force fed them drug laced strawberries, and then they both freak out. They
This
then,
scene kills me, by the way.
yes, they then have
The next one.
a hallucination of being claymation dolls where Amy admires her like naked doll body, and Molly tries to force her to throw up. They walk out of the house and lay on the yard, and Amy's like, okay, can we go home now?
Right.
Like this would have been a long night for me, so
It really would have too.
I would have been like, oh, let's go. But Molly is insistent on going to Nick's house. Gigi comes out of nowhere and says she wants to go because she loves Nick. Like, she's like, Molly loves Nick. That's why she wants to go. Molly then admits to Amy that she has a crush on him, but he would never want her because she's a loser or something like that. And so Amy slaps her for talking bad about her. So and so Amy now is like, no, we're going to this party.
Right.
They then go to the library to do research for some reason and find
trying to find the address.
Why did they go to the library? That didn't make any sense.
Public records? It looked like they were looking at? I have no idea.
Sure. And they found a video of the party where the local pizza place delivered a lot of pizzas. And so they're like, let's just go find out where they delivered the pizzas to. And instead of just going inside and asking like normal people, they decide to go into the delivery driver's car with no weapons, like blindfolded, and try to get him to tell them where it is by force.
Yeah.
It's they two young girls with no weapons got into a strange man's car.
Yep.
And then he's like, do you know I could have killed you two? He's like, I could have murdered you two. We're right next to the highway. Like, I could have taken you anywhere.
Like, these girls really did not think this through.
They did not. And they're like, wait. And then they like take off their masks. He's like, why are you showing me your face?
Right. And then when they get the address, she shows him the combo to her phone.
Yeah. He's like, just get out of my fucking car. Right. He's like, please just get out of my car. And so they have everything they need. They get the address. But Amy's phone, she left in this man's car. She left her phone in this man's car. And Molly's phone is about to die. So Molly calls someone right before it dies. This person is Miss Fine, and she drives them to the party because she doesn't want them to go crazy like she did. Like, she suppressed herself in high school, and then when she went to college and in her 20s, she partied so hard that she got banned from every single Jamba Juice ever. I really want to know
that story.
I want to know that story, because how?
Yeah.
Every Jamba Juice?
Right. What did you possibly do that got you banned from every single Jamba Juice?
There's so many Jamba Juices.
Yeah.
I really want to know what she did.
Right. Like, I would understand being like banned from your local Jamba Juice.
Your local one, even all the ones in your city.
Yeah.
But every single Jamba Juice.
Right.
How could you go a life without a mango a go-go every once in a while? A peach perfection.
Right. I mean, she technically could get somebody to order for her.
Or she can like Uber it, but like.
Or yeah. Or they see her name pop up and they're like, name. Cancel.
Cancel. It's like right next to the little like iPad they have for Ubers. They have like a list of names. At
every Jamba Juice location, they have her picture and her name right by the cash register. And then for every like Uber Eats and whatever DoorDash, they have like her name and like and Jamba Juice next to it that says do not pick up for this woman.
No. Always cancel these orders in like big red letters. Like yeah, and so Miss Fine gives them new clothes to wear because she's like, your clothes suck and you're matching for some reason. She's like, no, that's not gonna slide. And so when they get to the party, they compliment each other for 2 minutes. I timed it. 2 minutes.
Yeah. You timed it?
I timed it because I was like, this is going on forever.
Wow.
And so I went back and I timed it.
Mm,
And then Mrs. Fine is like,
that's
should I
dedication.
come in? Like jokingly,
Ugh.
but like they don't even respond. They just stare at her. And she's like, no, 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 no. Like, you guys have
Mm.
fun. And so they go inside and Molly eyes Nick. And then she has a dance sequence in her head. But it ends when she sees him like crush a can on his head. Amy eyes Ryan and goes to make her move while Molly goes to get drinks. And when she goes to get drinks, who does she see? Gigi! Our girl
Gigi.
Gigi.
I love her.
She somehow got there before them, even though they left way before Gigi. Miss Fine then goes into the party for some reason. Like she just walks in.
Yeah.
Walks in, grabs a drink, and sits down.
Yeah, like how lonely do you have to be to do that?
You're going to jail.
Yeah.
You're going to jail.
Yeah. I did not like that.
No.
Also, like the girls have been in this party for what, 15, 20 minutes? Did she sit out there that long and contemplate?
She most definitely did.
Oh,
She most definitely did.
no.
And so Amy is talking to Ryan about Africa. But Gigi comes over and is like, we're going to go do karaoke. And just pulls them into a room. Nick finally notices that Molly is at the party and he asks her to join the beer pong game they're playing. In the karaoke room, George is there for some reason. How did he get there? Who knows?
Yeah.
And he's singing.
And what happened to his dinner party?
Yeah, what happened to your dinner party? He's there singing while Amy is flirting with Ryan. And then Amy joins in on the singing. Like everyone just starts singing. Meanwhile, a student named Theo goes over to Miss Fine and begins to flirt with her. And she's okay with it because he's 20. Like he's been held back or something, even though he's going
Very
to go
much held back.
even though he's gonna go work at Google. But like everyone's journey is different. Who knows?
Yeah. Who knows?
And so she's like flirting with one of her students.
Oh.
After karaoke, Amy jumps into the pool with Ryan and a bunch of other people, but sees her making out with Nick. How did Nick get in the pool? Who knows? He was just playing beer pong and he was like, I'll be right back. And the next thing we knew, he was in the pool.
You're right.
Amy goes inside and tells Molly, who has been standing in one spot waiting for Nick to come back.
No, don't do that.
And Amy's like, I want to leave. And she calls Malala, but Molly refuses. She's like, no. And so they get into a giant fight in the middle of this party, and everyone is watching.
Oh, yeah, it's huge.
And Amy tells Molly during this fight that she isn't going to Africa just for the summer. She's going for an entire year in deferred college, causing them to fight even more.
Yeah, it gets out of control.
This fight got so heated. I'm surprised no one stepped in and be like, hey,
right.
Hey.
Right. Or they didn't do like the classic, the house gets quiet and then they realize.
Yeah.
Like none of that happened.
It was very quiet. Like everybody was staring at them.
Yeah.
Amy eventually just leaves and she goes into a bathroom to cry, where a girl named Hope is just sitting on the toilet smoking. And then Hope begins to criticize Amy for no reason. She's like, why are you even here?
Unprompted.
Why do you always let Molly walk all over you? And then Amy then randomly kisses her.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Didn't like it at all. Meanwhile, Jared walks up to Molly and asks her why people think he had sex with a sex worker, because he's literally never had sex before. He's like, how did the rumor even start?
Right.
She's like, I don't know.
I mean, at that point, I would need to hear the original story and see what could have
Right?
gone wrong.
Who started this story? And then I need to hear every iteration to just
Right.
see how out of control it got.
Right.
And then he also tells her that Gigi is the only person who knows him, and that although she's very weird, she's extremely loyal.
We are inspired by her.
Yes, I need a Gigi in my life.
Yes, we do. Everyone needs a Gigi in their life.
Everyone needs a Gigi. In the bathroom, Amy and Hope are about to have sex on the floor
Of
of
some
a
strange
bathroom.
person's house.
Yeah, nah. And Amy barfs on Hope. Just throws up all over her.
Yeah.
Molly goes into the kitchen and sees Nick making out with Ryan. And so she goes looking for Amy when the cops show up. And so she gets dragged out. Meanwhile, Amy runs out to distract the cops so that the other kids that are hiding in the house still can escape. Which, why did all the cops go after that one child?
Right. Like they should have been searching the house and then, like follow where she came from. I don't know.
Yeah. And then so while walking home, while Molly's walking home, Triple A pulls up next to Molly and gives her a ride. Triple A, oh, her real name is Annabelle.
Okay, see, it's something like that.
Real name Annabelle. Tells Molly that she got her nickname from driving people home from parties, and that only sometimes she would hook up with guys. And that
in their car.
And it hurts her feelings that the girls at school called her Triple A, so Molly apologizes. The next morning, Molly wakes up and has a shit ton of texts and sees a video of Amy getting arrested. And so Molly goes to the jailhouse to visit her. And the jailhouse, yes. And they apologize to each other. Molly then tells Amy that she's getting her out of jail because she has some information that the cops want. And she shows a sketch of a serial killer, and it's the pizza delivery guy. I screamed.
Yeah.
I screamed.
Yeah.
I was like, of course he was a serial killer. Of course.
Right. Like the description he gave when they were in the car
makes so much sense.
It does.
Like he was
because he went into way too much detail.
Way too much detail about how he could kill them. Wow.
Yeah.
Everyone look out for your pizza delivery guys.
Yes. Please
don't let them into your house to use the bathroom. Just don't do it. Let's be safe. And so they drive to graduation in Jared's car. And at the graduation, Theo asks Miss Fine if he can see her again. And Annabelle notices. She's like, "Did you have sex with Miss Fine?"
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
100%. Well, no, wait, but you missed the important part when Miss Fine was looking for Theo.
Oh, yeah. Miss Fine, like before Theo found her, Miss Fine was looking for Theo. And then she walked up to someone that she thought was Theo and
growled and
cat purred into their ear. It was not Theo.
It was not. It was definitely not.
It was a random girl. And so Miss Fine had to come up with an excuse. She was like, "Girl, you look purr." And I was like, "No."
She's like, "That's a thing y'all say, right? Purr." And I'm like, "No, please don't." Please.
And then, yeah. And so Jared goes on stage to make Molly's speech for her while Gigi's in the background just playing Beethoven on the piano. Molly,
what can't this woman do?
She can do everything.
She can
jump off of a yacht and survive.
Right.
She can play the piano. She can hang out of car windows while they're driving. She's amazing.
Right. She's amazing. Inspiration.
And she got into Georgetown? No. Brown.
Got
into Brown. A legend. And then Molly and Amy burst through a gate on the field, like literally drove this poor man's car through
Yeah,
a
poor
gate.
thing.
And then Molly kisses Jared to thank him for like covering for them. And she gives a speech about how she understands her classmates now. Sometime later, Amy is packing for Oh no, it's like packing for
Oh
Botswana. I
no.
completely forgot about this with her mom. When her mom notices she's packed her stuffed panda and begins to put it
No.
all over her
Over her
face.
face.
And
No.
Molly stops her dad from trying it. Molly's like, no, and like literally
Yeah, yeah,
slaps
yeah.
his hand. That was traumatizing.
It really was. I
I think it was supposed to be funny, but I was so
I was
disgusted.
horrified.
I
Yeah.
couldn't. No.
Yeah.
And I had to watch
Honestly,
it.
if I was Amy, I literally would have just keeled over.
Oh, I would have to burn that panda.
Yeah, yeah.
It would have
No.
just had to have been burned.
Yeah, because what are you gonna tell your parents? Like
No,
what?
no. Oh, I'm never telling my parents.
No. Yeah, exactly.
Never, never. And so while they're packing, Hope shows up outside Amy's house and drops off her underwear. Amy left her underwear. Yay.
Yeah. She
Uh,
was that in a hurry.
yeah. And Hope tells her it wasn't that bad. It gives her her number.
That whole interaction was so strange.
I'm never look at me, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Mhm.
I will never have sex with someone again if they throw up on me.
Yeah, no. I'm never speaking to them ever again.
No, I'm too embarrassed for them.
Yes.
I'm too disgusted.
Hmm.
I'm too ashamed. It's never happening again.
Yeah. I feel like every time I'd look at them, I would just feel the throw up on my body and be like,
Oh
uh-uh.
yeah. Yeah. No, I like
Mm-mm.
the smell would never
Ugh.
leave.
No.
And then I'd be too afraid that they
Ew.
might throw up on me again. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh.
nah.
No, no, thank you.
No, we've missed an opportunity. It's over.
Right, right. It's ruined
It's
now.
ruined. And so is it the same day, the next day? I don't know.
Yeah, it's
Molly,
unsure.
yeah, Molly drops off Amy at the airport without her parents for some reason.
Hmm.
Yeah. And
Like they
the
were so butthurt that they weren't that the girls weren't staying over the day before graduation.
yeah, but they're not
Like,
gonna see their daughter off to a whole ass different continent
yeah, for a year.
for a year. Weird.
Hmm.
Yeah, and so they both cry as Amy leaves, and while Molly is starting to drive away, Amy jumps in front of her car to scare her. And then she jumps into the car and says, I can be the last one on the plane. Let's go get some pancakes. Ma'am, you are going on an
Yeah.
international flight. If you don't get
Yeah.
your ass back in that
Yeah.
airport
Right. If you were not 2 to 3 hours early, you're not getting on that flight.
at LAX, girl, get your
Absolutely
ass back
not.
on.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
no, get back in there.
Do you know how many checks you gotta go through, my dude?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Did you get all your vaccinations? Because I know you got to get some extra vaccinations to go to Botswana.
Right. Right. And did they give you medication that you have to take while you're there?
Yeah.
Dude, when I went
We,
to the Philippines, I had a bunch of stuff I had to take. And I was only there for a month.
that does not sound like fun. Um,
Uh-uh.
yeah. Amy, you don't have time for pancakes.
Yeah, you really don't have time for
You
pancakes. If you
really
wanted
don't.
pancakes, you should have gotten up at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know when your flight is, but you should have got up earlier.
So the moral of the story is Amy did not get to go to Botswana. She missed her flight. uh
She didn't.
she,
She had pancakes instead.
she had pancakes instead, which like I mean,
I kind of understand that.
pancakes. Are we going to IHOP? Oh, IHOP. But
Ooh.
yeah, that's the end of the movie.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you ready for the movie facts?
Yes, I am.
Olivia Wilde encouraged Caitlin Dever and Beanie Feldstein to spend time living together to really build up a rapport between the two. And so
Oh,
they ended up being roommates for 10 weeks.
oh, that's it.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, I felt like 10 weeks is a good enough time to like know if you like someone.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Screenwriter Katie Sibberman said that Billy Lord did such an incredible performance that extra scenes were written specifically for her. Billy Lord played Gigi. So like I get it.
Good for her. Yeah, I really do get it.
I get it. She actually should
You
have
don't write
gotten
a
more.
character like her and then not give her her spotlight.
Yeah, she should have had more scenes.
She really should have.
She should have tagged along with Molly and Amy.
That would have been so funny.
That would have been
I would have
hilarious.
loved that.
This was the directorial debut of Olivia Wilde.
Oh,
Do you want to know what Malala means?
what does Malala mean?
It is Amy and Molly's code word for unconditional support.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's basically what we said earlier.
Yeah. And that's it. That's all the movie
Okay.
facts. The other movie facts were like almost every single actor in this movie comes from a famous acting family or some
Oh,
shit like that. I'm like,
mm,
yeah, we know.
sure.
We
Yeah.
know. So, question of the day: is this movie iconic?
I think so.
I put yes. I put because it's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah.
I would definitely watch it again. Gigi is one of the best comedic characters ever written.
Yeah. I love her so much.
So yeah,
Yeah. Also, I feel like it's good for like that. Like, no, you didn't miss out on high school if you didn't party or whatever. Like, I didn't. That's fine. I'm not overcompensating like Miss Fine. But like, I guess it's one of those like it's like one of those like Ferris Bueller type things where like you didn't do something, so go do it in one day and see how much you can get done.
mm-hmm.
And I think that's kind of cool.
Have I been to a part? Yeah, in high school, I guess. I guess. Yeah, I
Yeah.
guess I went to a
Yeah.
not like a wild like
Yeah.
party, but like yeah, I've been to a party. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, but
yeah.
you're not overcompensating in your 20s and are banned from Jamba Juice.
No, no, no. Just Smoothie King. Just Smoothie King.
Just Smoothie King.
Just the East Coast. I'm
Yeah, just
I'm
the
I'm
East
good
Coast.
over here.
Yeah, yeah. Jordan can never move to the East Coast.
Can never go to New York City again. I'm
Mm-mm.
banned from Smoothie King.
Smoothie King's pretty good too.
I said I wanted a 24-ounce, and they were like, "You mean a large?" And I was like, "No, I want a
24-ounce.
24-ounce." And then I just started raging. It's
Yeah.
fine. It's
Yeah, jumped
fine.
over the counter, flipped some stuff.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
didn't.
legally
They
we can't go into it.
can't go into it. My lawyers will like, they'll kill me.
Yeah, we've
So
already said way too much.
already said way too much. I have a pending court case on the 23rd. It's fine. Yeah, but like you should watch this movie. It was pretty good.
Yes, it's a feel good one. Also, it's good for like besties.
Yeah, would not watch this with my parents.
No.
Would not.
Yeah, yeah. Even if I was super comfortable with them, absolutely not.
Yeah, don't do that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so do you have any recommendations for this week?
Yes, I do. So, my first recommendation is a Korean drama on Netflix called The King's Affection. And Jordan hates me for this, but I'm like literally a last minute packer for any type of trip.
Yeah, it stresses me out.
So I was packing the night before my flight and I decided
Jesus.
yeah, didn't I tell you? Maybe I didn't just
I'm
spare
so
you.
happy you didn't, because then I would have like FaceTimed you and I'm like, I need to see what the fuck you're doing. Like I can't. How do you not pack like 2 to 3 days before?
I I mean, I kind of did. I like threw some shirts into my suitcase that I was like planning on wearing, but other than that, yeah, I literally just packed the night before.
Like how? How?
Yeah,
How?
yeah. But anyway, that's how I am. And so while I was packing, I decided to watch a Korean drama, which makes packing a whole lot slower because you have to read subtitles.
Oh, for my birthday trip, I was literally watching that like pop documentary thingy
Oh,
on
yes.
Netflix while I was packing, and I was just like, it took me like 3 hours to pack because I
Yeah.
was
Yeah. Yeah. So it took me like one episode was like an hour, 10 minutes. So maybe close to 2 hours to pack. And my flight was at 7 something the next morning. So I literally went to bed at 12 and I woke up at close to 5
girl,
so I could drive to Oakland.
you're stressing me out. My trip is in January. I'm probably gonna pack like the day after Christmas.
Yeah, I was about to say you're probably going to be packed and ready on the 25th. You'll have made your list now of what you want to pack, and then by the 25th, you'd already be done. But yeah, I watched it while I was packing, and it was so good. The first 2 episodes really got me, so I do recommend that. Um, and my second recommendation is a song called "Looking Out for You" by Joy Again. It gives me like teen rom-com summer song. Very cool. Very, very bomb. I sound like an old person saying it like that,
Very
but it's
bomb.
really
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Very bomb.
It's poppin'. It's Coolio. It's
It's so Coolio Holmes.
Coolio Holmes.
I am cringing on the inside.
Yeah, you should. Um,
And that's it for me.
yeah, for me, this first one I wrote in here 2 weeks ago when we were
Mhm.
originally supposed to
Yes.
film this. Um, it's Mariah Carey's Music Box album.
Ah,
So I
yes.
think in the last episode you heard, I was like, I'm gonna listen to all the album. I've done it.
Okay, let's go.
I've listened to all the albums. And so yeah, Music Box is my favorite. So
Oh, okay. See, I was about to ask what your number one was.
yeah, Music Box is my favorite. So it's my recommendation for this week. Excellent, excellent album. She was really at the top of her game when she
I
wrote
mean,
it.
she really starts out with Dream Lover. She just slaps you in the face with Dream Lover.
She, I'm not gonna say she revolutionized music, but like,
I would say so.
um,
At least for a
she
woman in
she
pop,
helped.
hell yeah.
She definitely helped.
Yeah.
So yeah, go listen to that. It's a great album.
Hmm.
My second recommendation is Eternals. Good movie. I've seen it
Yes.
twice.
I haven't seen it yet.
Girl, still go see
I
it
was
today.
sup-
Go see
I
it
was gonna
today.
go see I was gonna go see it with my brother, but and his girlfriend, but they bought tickets and they're like, "Yeah, we're going now." I'm like, "Bro, I'm still at work. What are you talking about?"
Just go by yourself. Just I saw it by myself
True.
the first time.
True.
Yeah, just go see it. It's really good.
Oh wait, no, my mom wants to go see it. I'll go with her.
Yeah. When we're done recording, be like, Mom, let's go to the movies and just
Yeah,
go
we're going right now.
right now. Yeah, it's a really good movie. If you've never seen a Marvel movie again, I feel like you can watch before. I feel like you can watch it. I feel like there's really no connection between the other movies and this movie. It's kind of like its own.
Really?
It's kind of like its own thing. Like they like name check
Mm,
people like twice, and that's it.
okay.
There's like no
Wow.
story. There's like no story connection at all. So yeah, you can watch it. If you do watch it, there are two end credit scenes. So like, don't leave after the
Yeah,
first one.
I
There
don't.
are
Yeah.
two of them. And yeah, can't wait to see where this story goes. Like it feels like something could happen, and I can't wait. But yeah, that's it for me. So thank you so much for listening. Don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at SY2YI Podcast. I started like posting on Twitter myself because like I have time to do stuff now. So
Yes,
yeah.
you do. Also, you know Twitter better than I do.
Kelly is Twitter illiterate. Is that the best way to put it?
Yes, that is the best way to put it.
She doesn't really know how to use Twitter, and that's
I really
fine.
don't.
That's
I
fine.
like know some people like so the only time I'll use Twitter other than posting is I will look up people that I want to see like a post that they made and then I'll just look at it and then I'll just close the app.
She's really
Twitter.
missing. She's really missing out. She really is. Twitter's possibly
I
the best
am.
app at the moment.
But like if it's something important, Jordan sends it to me.
Yeah.
But
She's
you always send me stuff so I'm kept in the loop kind of.
kind of. Kind of.
Kind of.
Um yeah. Um so yeah, follow us on Twitter. I'm gonna start posting on there more. Also, send us your movie stories at our email, sy2iipodcast@gmail.com.
Mm-hmm.
Send us your movie requests because like Christmas movies. Let us know.
Right.
Share us with your friends and your family, please.
Yes, please.
Subscribe to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or anywhere you listen. And then also you can rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. Give us 5 stars.
Ooh. Yes, please.
It really helps. We'll go up in the charts, get noticed more. Yay.
Yay.
Also, like COVID's coming back. So please wear your mask.
Yeesh.
Get vaccinated. Wash your hands.
Mm.
Yeah.
Please.
All of that stuff. And stay iconic.
Stay iconic, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.